First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for participating in this GiG Safety 2022 rally that we had. I think we had a good turnout, and there's a few more to still trickle in, but I will include the playlist will be in this video. So after you see this video, go into the show notes and click the playlist that I've included there, and I've grabbed all the videos that other people made between April 1st and today, which was the challenge. I'm happy to see so many people did it, and thank you. And this is my fifth and final one, and it mainly applies to rideshare, but even you delivery people, I want you to hear this because it also applies to when you're not working, if you have kids, okay? So tons of rideshare. I've done tons of rideshare. And I got to tell you guys that I've seen it get better. I've seen it get worse. I was actually working with the Lyft safety team back in 2016 or late 2015 about this because it was already a problem right as they were bringing it into our market, was underage users. So minors without accompanying adults. So it started kind of more downtown in Denver, and then around that time, 2016. By 2017, the big problem was high schools. Everybody with a smartphone had their parents' app, or they had preloaded a card or whatever. Most people just had their parents' app, though, to be honest. And I can't tell you guys how many Lyft and Uber drivers I saw pull up and take these kids who weren't 18. And then at the time, all the news stories, and you can find a ton of them on uberlyftdrivers.com. But all the news stories about minors were horrible. They were getting sexually abused, or at least making these kind of charges. Well, guess what? Uber's insurance, if you pick up a minor, drops you. Your insurance drops you. This is a 100% no deductible, completely on you, out of your pocket deal that you will be facing. And actually picking up a minor, driving one minor, could wreck the rest of your life and put you in debt for millions of dollars, even if nothing happened. If something did happen, you can count on everything being over. So you know what, guys? I took a major stand in this, and I still, to this day, will. If it ever gets to be a hot thing again, you'll see me up about it. So you know what? Don't pick up minors. Now, on the other side of that coin, if you're a parent, make sure that you have a talk with your kids about riding if they're in high school. Like my son's in high school right now, 15. He knows not to get in an Uber or a Lyft, regardless. Doesn't matter what his friends do. Doesn't matter. He knows to call me, and no matter what, I'll figure it out. I'll come get him. I'll have somebody else get him something, but not to ever do it. And that if and he knows because of all I do that I'd be all over him. So he really won't. He knows better. Would he try and talk his friends out of it and stuff? No. If his buddies were going to do something like that, he's the kind of guy that he would just, he makes his own decisions. He's a cool kid. But he would, there's not much to do there. So every parent has to do their part. Tell your kids not to get in cars. It's the same thing as I might be older than some of you, but it's the same thing as when we were kids and told not to get into cars with strangers. You know what I mean? At their age, well, even at our age, it is strangers when an Uber pulls up. But at their age, it's really strangers. And, I know. I mean, a lot of high schoolers that are 17 look like they can handle themselves, might be on the football team, all these kind of things. Doesn't matter. All it takes is that guy having a gun, whatever. But no kids. And I was a jerk about it. To the point of, if they ever gave me crap, like, well, I'm not going to cancel it, I'd say, okay, I'm just going to wait it out then, and I would sit there and wait out everyone, and I don't ever do that to anybody. I've said before in videos, I'm happy to cancel, but not those. Their parents would call me, and I'd be like, are you kidding? Are you arguing about your kid's safety? I'm not going to do it. So that's it. Safety Week. GiG Safety 2022. Peace, y'all.